Hello, cosmic beings. Welcome to Being Cosmic. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that each and every one of you are here. My name is Devon, and I'll be doing a collective message today. So, with that, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Alrighty. So, I decided to get straight into the tarot today. So, let's see here. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support on the channel. The likes, shares, comments, subscribes, and the donations all do help out. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're interested in a personal reading from me, you can find that information in the description box below. Right. What's going on? Let's get into it. Ooh, okay. We've got the Nine of Wands. So this is talking about a lot of healing. The Nine of Wands is the wounded healer. Wounded warrior. Interesting. I said wounded healer. It's the wounded warrior, typically. And it's just you've been through a lot and thus you've healed a lot. So this is where you're actually, doing that internal work and using what happened to you for you, ultimately, instead of allowing it to kind of chase you around in the shadow form. Okay. Give me just a second. So, the Nine of Wands actually came out in reverse, and I wasn't sure if it was actually in the reversal energy. And then I was guided to actually read a little bit from the guidebook. So it's talking about needing to open up and trust people, holding on to old stories, the need to let go of old battles, the need to follow through and finish what you started, trapped by your own boundaries and giving up. Okay, so with that, it's more of like this. Yeah, okay. So sometimes what can happen is when you've been through a lot, it's I was gonna say natural, like it can almost kind of be natural to close off in a way so that you don't have to feel certain things again. So you don't put yourself in those situations. So it's one of these things like it's a fine balance of boundaries, but then also letting people in. And so it can kind of go through a phase where you pull back and you don't let anybody in for a while and then go through some of that internal healing and so on and so forth. Then you'll be guided to start letting certain people in. And that could be where you're at right now is you're being guided to let somebody in or kind of drop your boundaries in a certain situation a little bit. Of course, keep those healthy boundaries in place. There's nothing wrong with healthy boundaries. It's one of those I'm getting more of like a guarded energy, almost like it's one of those I'm hearing like boundaries turning into walls. So it's one of those it's okay. And especially at a certain point, which I feel like you're pretty much there, where trust that you've come far enough. Trust that you're going to see it, to feel it, to know when when it's safe to let somebody a little more in. And then when you start, dealing with somebody and certain dynamics start to come up, and then you kind of like, oop, nope, push that out. It's kind of like a learning thing. Um, okay. So what else is going on with the needing to open up? For some of you, I'm getting like you're being asked to open up to a specific person. Ace of Pentacles. It could be making an offer to somebody. This is also receiving an offer. It could be receiving like a divine blessing. So the Ace of Pentacles, this is in the physical realm. So this is like a grounded thing. It's also a new beginning. Okay. What else is going on? Hmm. The sun. Okay. That's a very joyful, positive, uplifted energy. There's also a masculine energy associated with the sun. Okay, yeah. So I'm getting this message of like you've been guarded and not allowing people to get too close, maybe for a long time, and it was out of survival. So just, don't beat yourself up over it. It was you learned that that was how to, protect yourself. And then it's almost like I'm getting this energy of coming out into the sun, like allowing yourself to come out a little bit. Um, and again, it's one of those like be mindful. Don't come out and be completely open to people who have shown you that they aren't safe to do so with. But it's one of those things that it's like this new beginning here is there is this energy of you being able to show a side of yourself that maybe you haven't really shown other people. And it's going to bring you such joy, such positivity, such happiness and fulfillment. But you could be nervous because of past situations. Past pain, past heartbreak, past betrayal. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So we've got the Two of Cups. This is a soulmate energy. So this could definitely have to do with it could be romantic. It doesn't have to be. Um this is just two people who are very compatible. It is safe to open to this person. It is safe to be vulnerable with this person. I'm getting like it's a specific person for whoever I'm talking to, and you know who it is. Yeah, I'm getting that you actually know who this is. Okay. I mean, it's compatibility, it's joy, it's happiness, it's Ace of Swords. Yeah. Okay, so we've just got the star, but it kind of flipped a little funky, and it's on the Nine of Wands in reverse. So, hmm, hmm. Okay, the star in reverse can indicate a missed opportunity. And that's the main thing that's kind of coming through here. So there could be a situation, oh, for some of you, it was your guardedness in the past that caused you to miss an opportunity with somebody. Maybe it's the same person for you, um, that you're being guided to open up to now. So take that as it resonates. For others of you, this could be a situation where because of the past and being closed off and having a missed opportunity, you're being made aware of it because the divine is attempting to assist you with this new beginning here that's going to bring you out into the sun. It's very joyful, it's very positive, it's very happy, it's what you want. It's definitely like a deep desire, and it could be just that soulmate kind of connection where it's just you get along and it's safe in the sense of like it's safe to be yourself, it's safe to be vulnerable, it's safe to be open, um, and just, be yourself from a was a Aladdin reference. Um, but it's one of those things that because of this past situation, it's coming back up into your awareness now so that you can be mindful of it and then kind of like, feel your way into it. Because I'm getting that this person that you're being guided to open up to, it is safe to do so. It could just be there's past stuff here that could be influencing how you're navigating the situation now. And then we've got the Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands. Okay, so Ace of Swords, this is communication, this is clarity, this is insight. And then the Six of Wands is like public recognition, being seen in the public eye. Um, okay, for some of you, what I'm getting is this is a really interesting energy. Okay, the message that I just got is for some of you, you want to speak your truth to this person. It is a soulmate, and you want to claim them loudly. So you want this to be very known. You want people to know this is your person and you are their person. And it's very much everybody knows. It could be one of those like you're desiring to have an official connection with this person and have it be very known. Um Okay, there is something here about being in the public eye. So you could be, this person could be maybe you both have like soul purpose stuff coming up to the surface that's like in the public eye. Um, that's some heavy energy. All right. Ooh, okay. So past betrayal could be influencing this offer right now. The Ten of Swords is very betrayed. It's the normal depiction in the Rider-Waite Tarot is of a person. I think it's a woman, but it doesn't matter. Gender's not, it's not a gender thing. Um, but I think it is a woman in the traditional one. Trying to remember. Um, but it's of a person laying down on their stomach with 10 swords sticking out of their back. And so it's literally like ultimate betrayal energy. So there could be past betrayal trauma here, and that could have caused you to really guard yourself, guard your heart, guard your energy, not let people in. And then now it's like this, you have this desire to allow somebody in, to allow somebody past your walls. And for some of you, this is a situation where it's like this person, even if you had those walls up, they could get through them. It's like, oh yeah, like, I can just morph through your walls. Which is, it's a little intense when you're around somebody who can do that, especially if you spent so much time like guarding yourself and not letting people in, and then there's one person who's just like bloop, and they're right fucking through all the damn walls. You're like, it can be, but it's also like as nerve-wracking as that can be, this is a safe situation. So this person that can get past your walls, it's like they have um the words aren't coming to me. It's like this person has access to you in a different way because of your soul connection. That's a huge part of it. The other thing, though, is it's like they have the ability to access you on a deeper level than other people. And that's kind of by design, like divine design. So this is the person that would would understand the responsibility of being able to be completely let in by you. And then vice versa. So there's a very mirrored kind of energy going on. So this could be a very high level soulmate. And then okay, so we've got the Ten of Wands and then the Knight of Cups, which is a very interesting combination to come out. The Knight of Cups is like making a romantic offer or really like desiring to make things more official and in really expressing things from your heart space. And then the Ten of Wands is like heavy burdened energy. And so for some of you, what could be going on is you've got this overflowing heart for this person, like these overflowing emotions for this person. And then it's kind of it feels like a burden almost. And it could just be because it's so intense. It's so much. There's not much you can do to run from it at this point. Like it is in your face. And when that happens, it's because you're being guided to do something with it. And so there's this message here of like you allowing yourself, I just heard finally, to finally express how you feel for this person. That is going to lift all of these burdens. And so the other beautiful thing about this 1010 energy, you could be saying 1010. The other thing about this 1010 energy is this is a full completion of these cycles. So it's like there's no more betrayal, there's no more heavy burdens. Life is still gonna life. There's still gonna be stuff, but it's like how you felt up until this point in being betrayed and having all of these burdens and so on and so forth. That's the end. Like you're at the end of those cycles, and it's because you've been doing this internal work. And now it's again, I'm getting this energy of like trust in yourself, trust in the guidance that you're getting, trust that this is your person, trust that this is the connection that can bring you both out into the sun. That positive, joyful, bring your spark fully back online. Where it's like where you just feel on top of the world in each other's presence and you feel like you know that you can become everything you want to become with this person on your side, and that's a very mutual thing. And so yeah, okay, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. Four principles. Okay. you could have you could have had a past situation with this person, whether it was an actual relationship, situationship, um, but this actually, it could be the same person that you missed an opportunity with. And the reason is because we've got the Four of Pentacles here, and this is really saying that like you are keeping this very close to the chest, you're holding on tightly. So I'm getting like you're really holding on to this person. So you could know, well, I feel like you already know who this person is. This could be a situation though where it's like you two attempted something in the past and then it didn't work out and then you're looking at it as a missed opportunity. And the thing is it's one of those, if it's coming back up to the surface now, there's a reason for it. Um and because again it was kind of sideways, so it's like almost in reverse. So this could be a situation where you're being guided to actually go towards this person ultimately. Okay, I'm being guided to take a peek. Because it was in reverse. Okay. Oh, it could be lack mentality. Okay, so yeah, if you're sitting there and you're really focused on this being a missed opportunity and really thinking that there's no going back or what have you, it's kind of this energy of like, yeah, okay, so I'm getting for some of you, what could be going on is this is somebody that was like your ideal person. And then I just heard like you fumbled it or something like that. And yeah, and then I heard pushed away. So it could be one of those, maybe just wasn't the time. Maybe you weren't ready for it. And then that could be part of this star in the reverse too, is it's like you had this wish come true in a person and then it didn't work out. Um, but remember, divine timing is a thing. And so if you two were pulled into like a period of physical separation to where you went on your path and they went on their path, and then now they're coming back into your awareness heavy. Yeah, because I'm getting it's like for some of you, this person could have sparked a heart chakra opening for you, where all of a sudden you're just in your feelings and just overflowing with just love for this person, but then you don't know what to do with it because you feel like it's a missed opportunity. You feel like this person wouldn't want you, etc., etc. It's that's not what's going on. What's going on is this is coming back around for a second chance, or I don't really like second chance. It's more like a fresh start because you're both in different energies. I can feel it. And so, and it's probably because you've gone and done some of the inner work, maybe you had a spiritual awakening or an emotional awakening. I feel like you already have definitely had the emotional awakening. And when you have that emotional awakening, it can it's intense. It's intense. And the thing is you're you're manifesting this fresh start with this person, and if you are feeling them the way, hold on, that just almost came out weird. If you are feeling them and seeing signs and synchronicities of them all over the place, and nothing you can do will get this person off your mind, there's a divine reason for that. So part of it is because you're being called to actually be vulnerable and express yourself, and allow yourself to take that kind of leap and put yourself in that uncomfortable position of being vulnerable. The other thing too is this is a soulmate and there is divine timing around these connections. And so really there's the mirrored energy that keeps coming out. So it's one of those, if you keep thinking of this person constantly and you can't get them off your mind and so on and so forth, this person's probably going through the same thing with you. So you probably are both manifesting each other and you're just not realizing it. And so that's where I feel like you're being, yeah, well, we'll see. We'll ask what the guidance is. Eh, Four of Swords and the Empress. The Empress is divine feminine energy. We all have a balance of masculine and feminine energies within. So, um, the feminine is the receptive energy, and then it's the energy of like, oh, okay, I just heard for some of you, so you might be the masculine. What I'm hearing, so the Four of Swords is like rest, rejuvenation, kind of taking a pause. And then it's also like I'm getting the halftime energy. So it's like this has like been the halftime of your life where you're reassessing things. You're looking at things, what works, what doesn't, what do you want to carry with you from this point forward? What do you want to leave in the past? What, it's that. It's literally reassessing your life. It's like a halftime of your life energy. And age isn't a thing. This is just like a process. And so it's one of these, like, I feel like part of what you have realized is that you do want this Empress energy in your life. And so it depends. If you're a masculine, this could talk about an external feminine. If you're a feminine, this could talk about you allowing yourself to be in your receptive energy and actually have somebody aligned with you that is going to, pour into you in the balanced way, right? It's a mutual give and take when we're talking this type of connection. So it just might look different on the surface, but that energy flow is balanced. Um, okay, interesting. Another thing that you could have realized in this kind of halftime energy of your life where you're kind of reassessing things and deciding what it is that you want and don't want and so on and so forth. Some of that sifting and sorting process could have led you into this energy of like, you know what, I want to stand in the sun. I want to feel happy and uplifted and fulfilled in my life on a regular basis. And with that, a big part of it is going to be a romantic soulmate type energy where it's just like you're just, in love and it's mutual and it's beautiful. We've got the Ace of Wands, that's another ace. So the divine is all over this energy, assisting you with this new beginning here. The Five of Cups, that's another lack mentality energy. This could be focusing on the missed opportunity with this person, and then what happens is if you're focused on the missed opportunity in the past, what you won't be able to fully see is what's in front of you right now, and the fact that it's coming back around in a different energy, in a different form, because you both are ready for it now, is what I just heard. And so you definitely could be manifesting another go with this person. And then there's something about an apology that I just heard. So there could be a reconciliation here. Um, what else? Well, okay then. Flip 'em all. The world, that's completion. And that's a lot of cards. The worlds. Okay, this is what you're recommended. Okay. So you're being guided to communicate to this person, and it's putting a completion to the way things have been with this person. And what you might not be seeing is this is going to relieve a lot of insomnia, anxiety, overthinking, so on and so forth. And then it's also going to help you up level your finances, especially if you're entrepreneurial. This is self-made money. So this could definitely be like if you're a business owner or you're desiring to be or something like that. This could also be levels up in career, promotions, things like that. Um, yeah, and nines are completion as well. So there's like big completion energy coming through with this. And then these three. All right, got the moon, page of swords, king of swords. Okie dokie. Okay. So yeah, this is really talking about revealing what is hidden. So this could be about, reaching out and communicating to this person these hidden desires, we'll say. The King of Swords is kind of coming through to let you know, like, yes, speak your truth and also be mindful to allow yourself to speak about that more vulnerable heart space when the time is right. So this doesn't have to be completely like you reach out and you confess it all. It can be like where you kind of ease into it, maybe you just kind of communicate and um just talk back and forth and kind of like catch up or something like that, and then it will get to a point where intuitively you'll know when it's time to go there. to dive a little deeper. Okay. Yep. There's the intuition card. So that's the high priestess. So your intuition is really, really on point right now. Um, Two of Pentacles, I was talking about balance. You could be being guided to balance out a situation. There's a lot of twos out here too, actually, which is can be connection. And the tower. Oh shit. Okay, and the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is like a waiting energy. Waiting for your ships to come in or your waves to come in, because this one depicts a surfer, and it's one of my favorite Three of Wands cards. Anyways, so it's like waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for your waves to come in. Like you've done a lot, and you're in that waiting energy. Then the Tower is divine intervention. This is foundational shifts. Oh, for some of you, you could be worried if this person lives at a distance from you. Um, because that's also what the Three of Wands can talk about, is being at a distance. So you could be worried if there is like a physical distance between you. Don't worry so much about it, because the divine's going to come through and assist you in whatever way you need in order to close this gap. So if you're like, well, how would it work? Because this person lives there and I live here, and so on and so forth, and there's like a physical distance, don't worry about it, because it is a result of you allowing yourself to go for this person, start talking about it, whatever. And then you guys, because I do feel like there's a huge potential to come together and really, possibly lock this in. There's not a lot of romantic cards out here. There's a couple, but I'm getting a romantic energy. So maybe this is something that builds into romance. Maybe you go towards this person first, and it's more of just like kind of catching up, or just, hey, how's it going, or whatever it is for you. And then all of a sudden it kind of starts to naturally progress into that, hey, do you do you feel the same way? What do you think? However it goes. And then if that once it gets to that point, the physical distance isn't going to be an issue, is basically the message coming through. Like the divine's going to come through with what's necessary to um handle that foundational change that would need to happen, as far as like you two, being able to live closer together or move in or whatever it is. Um Yeah, so definitely listen to your intuition right now. And then Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm really just getting balanced energy. So this really could be a situation that you're being called to balance out right now. Um, Bring balance to, is what I just heard. Mhm. Six of Pentacles. In this deck, I take this as a balanced give and take kind of situation. And so this is really saying that you and this person, there is a reciprocity here between you two that I just heard neither of you have fully experienced. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So yeah, this is a really, yeah, it is a really balanced energy between you and this person, and then you two together have a lot of potential. Um, but it's like this is potential where both of you are willing to actually grow into your own potential. So a lot of people have potential and they just don't, you know, and they just don't do a lot with it. We'll just say no judgment. It just is what it is. This is a situation where it's like you and this person both are willing to do what's necessary to actually lock into your full potential. And then it's like you two coming together and helping each other. And again, it might not be romantic. There's definitely, for some of you, this is definitely romantic. But maybe for all of you, it might not be. This might just be like somebody you work with, or like a best friend, and you guys both help each other like tap into your full potential, and kind of are each other's like support cheerleaders, keep going, you got this, that kind of energy. It's really beautiful, it really is. Okay, we've got Ace of Cups, we've seen all the aces. So yeah, the divine is definitely coming through. This is absolutely a new beginning. Looks like I'm flipping you off. I'm really not flipping you off. I was holding the card weird. Okay. Anyways, the Ace of Cups is an overflowing energy. So this is also there's a giving from overflow on both ends. Um, and then the Queen of Cups and the Hanged Man. Okay, so we've got Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, Hanged Man. So, for some of you, you could have had a perspective change when it came to this person, and now you want to go offer them your cup of love. Um, if so, I'm actually, is that, okay, that's the other person. Okay. So again, it's not a gender thing. It's just, it's feminine energy. So I really feel like I might be talking to the masculine, but take it as it resonates. Um, this is the feminine energy in this dynamic, and they are very heart open and receptive when it comes to you. Whether you know that or not at this point is going to vary, but yeah, this person is very heart open when it comes to you, very willing to let you in. Um, with that, I'm getting, yeah, because we've got the Empress out here. So it's one of those things like this might not be a person who's gonna, naively just completely let you all the way in. It might take a little bit of time, a little bit of consistency, all of that. But it's one of those, this person wants to be in their Queen of Cups energy when it comes to you. And so as long as you go towards this person and continue to show them that it's safe for them to open up to you as well, that this is what you're gonna get. Like you're gonna get this nurturing, heart open, soft place to land ultimately. And then that softness for a masculine actually strengthens the masculine. And then that strength from the masculine creates more containment and safety for the feminine to be even softer. So this is a very balanced dynamic. It really, really is. At least there's the potential here for it to be if you allow yourself to actually, lock it down. Ultimately, yeah, temperance. There's more balance and justice. So balance, balance, balance. There's definitely it's two-part. It's one saying that this is a very balanced dynamic between you and this person. It's very balanced, very harmonious, very mutual. And then it's also talking about bringing balance to the situation. So there definitely could be past stuff here. For some of you, it might be past life stuff. If you haven't had like an actual past, situation with this person in this lifetime. And then the Fool, that's a leap of faith. So that's allowing yourself to leap into the unknown. Um, okay. See if anything else wants to. Knight of Swords. That's and Nine of Cups. The Knight of Swords is fast moving communication energy. It's, sitting there and just being like, "You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do it." And then you just do it. And just, yeah, we've got fast moving communication energy here with the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. This is very fast. It's very rapid. And then the thing is it's wish fulfillment. So it's one of these things, if you allow yourself to communicate to this person, you're going to receive wish fulfillment. It is a soulmate. I feel like you already know that, and it is going to assist you in really getting your spark completely back, is what I just heard. And so if you've been kind of struggling, and it's not that you're going to go dump your stuff on this person or vice versa, it's just a natural thing that happens with you two interacting with each other. You guys bring out that playful, youthful energy within each other, and there's like this limitless potential energy that you and this person feel when you are connecting with each other. So it's like you connecting with this person makes you feel like you could do or be anything you want in this life. And then okay, I just heard it weird. So by it's not that weird, but this is more romantic. This person feels like by your side, they could be the best version of themselves as well. And it's like this limitless energy. So this is really beautiful. Um, it really, really is. Alrighty. Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, there's the happily ever after. So what might take a little bit of time to fully see or to fully like start to lock in is this happily ever after energy. This is, union energy, doing life together. possibly having children if that's something you desire. And it's complete emotional fulfillment with another person. And so this is really letting you know that this is a huge potential for you. It's just beings on the bottom of the deck when I'm getting here, because I'm not even really getting that it's hidden. I feel like you know that you could have this with this person. It's just there might be a part of you that's kind of doubting that this could actually happen in the physical realm for you. And yeah, it's kind of just one of those things that the divine is letting you know, like, this is here. This is absolutely a potential for you with this person. It's just mainly definitely listen to your intuition and take that intuitive guidance. And when, when you're really guided to take action, take action. Go communicate to this person. Yeah, and then the Six of Cups here, this is like reconciliation is really what's coming off of this particular card. Like reconciling with somebody from your past. Again, could be past life too. Doesn't apparently really wanted to come out. Um, and then the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Okay, the Queen of Wands is very like this can be very spiritual energy, very different, unique. Um, it's very much, yeah, passionate, creative. It's also entrepreneurial energy. The Eight of Pentacles is really talking about soul purpose. And then the thing is it's one of these things like this Queen of Wands energy locked into the spiritual purpose side of things is going to really assist in this 10 of Pentacles. And so that could be something that could be part of the reason you're being called to this person too, is because of soul purpose. There definitely could be something here with soul purpose. The thing with 10 of Pentacles, this is complete stability, security, long-term connections, long-term commitment, and then it's also, financially, like, literally the most abundant card in the deck. I mean, it's extremely abundant. And then the Empress out here too. The Empress is also a very abundant energy. Um, and then the King of Cups. So this is with the Queen of Cups. This is really saying, first of all, you guys could be experiencing telepathy with this person. That's going to be a little side note. But this is really saying that you and this person's heart are compatible with each other. It's like you can connect with each other in that really deep way, and then you both provide this sense of emotional safety for each other, which is just beautiful. So there's a lot of stability, a lot of long term, a lot of wish fulfillment energy, soul purpose, soulmate energy. There's it's all over. It's all over this energy. I mean, we've got the 9 and 10 of Pentacles, the 9 and 10 of Cups. I mean, Two of Cups. Like this is, yeah. It's one of these things. It's like you're being given an opportunity to have a beautiful, beautiful relationship and life with this person. So for this part, this could definitely be if you have a romantic interest in this person. But it's like you really have this potential here to to have just such this beautiful connection with this person, this beautiful relationship, because you already have a connection with them. So you have the potential to really bring this into the physical realm and have this anchored in with this person. And literally, I just heard have it all. So this is the person you could have it all with, and you know that. And sometimes when you're on the brink of leaping into that energy of having it all, it can be scary as hell. Because it's so life-changing and it's such a big change. You could also be experiencing, this is a side note, you could be experiencing a lot of backlash right now from people around you because of the amount of inner work and changing that you have been going through. And just know that that's oftentimes coming from other people's fear of, their own inner stuff. If you change too much, maybe you're, gonna leave or whatever, it's internal stuff on their end. So don't do your best not to allow that to stop you from pursuing what it is that is your happily ever after and you having it all. Um, because that's exactly what this is. Oh, that's amazing. So Go get your happily ever after. The energy of reconciliation is very, very likely. Yeah, that's what just came through. It's like very likely. You two are probably both very intuitive and you've already got this heart to heart connection with each other. And so if you're feeling that overflowing, overpouring love energy for this person's mirroring that. They're feeling that too. So just know that. Um yeah. And again, it's just like this safety energy for both people, which is really beautiful. It really, really is. And it might show up in different ways, but it's one of those like, it's safe for you to be completely yourself around this person, and it's safe for this person to be completely themselves around you. And that right there is mwah. Like it's absolutely beautiful. And that's when you get balance and all of these other things that start to enter the picture. And then you end up in the 10 of cups and the 10 of pentacles, which is long-term stability, happily ever after, like multi-generational wealth, leaving a legacy, happily ever after, long-term commitment. So it's beautiful. Alrighty dokie. Well, with that, I'm gonna leave this here. I hope this resonates. This is absolutely a beautiful reading. You got this. Do your best to focus on the positive side of things. Do your best not, that's the main thing here too, is do your best not to focus on the missed opportunity, the lack, and all of that, because this is coming back around for you in a different way so that you can actually have this long term. And so just do your best not to focus on the past and everything that kind of went wonky. Make sure, do your healing. Don't ignore it, so on and so forth. If it's a situation where you do need to go talk to this person, reconcile, and, kind of hash out some things that happened in the past, of course, do that. It's just do your best not to live in it and focus solely on that because by doing that, you're going to miss some of these beautiful opportunities that the divine is helping you to align with right now. So this is definitely a divinely led situation. So continue to trust your intuition. Um, and go get your happily ever after and your abundance. Holy moly. Alrighty. Well, I'm for real gonna leave this here. I hope this resonates. You can let me know in the comments below. You can also affirm this energy in the comments below. Feel free to hit that like button. It does help out the channel, so thank you. And if you would like to see more from me, you can hit subscribe. It is free. I will see you on the next message. Bye.